Hello and welcome back to another frosty day on the farm. You join me in Bloomfield, Canada in January. It's a little chilly. So there's a couple of things that we have done since the last episode. One of them being we sold most of this wood. We cleared out this lot. It's looking pretty good. It's looking a little open. It's looking different. Not sure if I like it, but it's done. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to put here. It's a decent amount of space. We could probably put another field in here. We could even wrap the field around the back side of this. Like, the possibilities are pretty much endless. And then we've got this whole section to clear as well. I do have a couple of screenshots from selling said wood that I'll put up probably right now. And if we also just open up this, we can see that in November, which was the day that we did the video on, we made $15,076. And in December, we made another $6,255. The $6,000 was from the contract. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're sitting at $34,978. And that's going to go down, and then it's going to go up. Today, we have our silage. The silage that we got from the contract. I was waiting for February. Before February was the best price, and now that's dropped right off. So today's the best price for the silage. And I think in February is still the best day for tomatoes. It is. $1,015 we can get for our tomatoes, and grocery mart's over $1,000 already. So we did start getting the tomatoes loaded up in here. I think we've got just around 5,000 liters of tomatoes sitting in there. 5 something. Got another 1,000 liters sitting here. And this trailer holds 6,000 liters, I think. So we'll be selling that tomorrow. But for today, we need to run down to the store with our tractor and get that 3-point bale grab thing. The same one that we're using for the contract. Because we have these silage bales sitting up behind the house here. We've got the 4 of them. The 3 bigger ones and the 1 smaller one. Now, I'm not sure if our tractor's even going to have enough front weight to pick up 2 of them, but we're going to see. So I'm going to run down to the store, buy that, and then we'll figure out where we got to take these bales. Back down here at the store, there is a couple different things that we really should be getting. I want to aim to get another tractor, especially something that has a front loader on it, because not having any lifting capacity on the farm is a pretty big downfall. Oh, look at you. Used vehicles, $14,000. I didn't plan this at all, to be honest with you. We can get a front loader on you? Oh. Really? No, that's another 3,000. Can get a canopy on you. I'd probably just stay open. That's front weights. It goes up to 130 horsepower. Sitting at 93, that's almost double. If we go to the 4240, that's 112. Huh. Row crop weight. Row crop duals. Wide with weights. We can even get a narrow front on it. I mean, if we're getting a front loader, I probably wouldn't want the narrow front. Well, I'm not going to pull the trigger on that just yet. Not yet. So what we need for right now, I want to see how much money we actually get for selling our slurry here, or not our slurry, our silage. So let's buy one of these. It's $2,200. There it is. But that was actually, that caught me way off guard. How much is that tractor normally? I think it was like 47% off, which is pretty good. All the base game tractors are going to be way out of our reach. I don't want to. I like these, but I don't. They're just not super detailed. They are cheap, like too cheap. I'm not even sure why I still have them installed, to be honest with you. We could go with like a little Massey here, the 235, low exhaust. I'm pretty sure you can get a front loader on these. You can. It's pretty small. Like they are small tractors to begin with. One of these John Deere's might be decent. I think you can get a front loader on these. Yeah, you can. I mean, they're 90 horsepower. They got a higher road gear. Probably put a decent rear weight on it. Like, we just need something that has a lifting capacity. As it sits right now, all our equipment has the like all of our equipment is set up for 50 horsepower from what we have. I also changed my clothing because it's a little chilly out. So the added horsepower right now isn't really a big deal. It's more so just the lifting capacity. Because even if we do go out and buy a 100 horsepower tractor, we're not going to go out and rebuy all of our equipment. We can't afford that. So the equipment that we have is the equipment that we're sticking with. So if I go out and buy a 100 horsepower tractor, there's no sense of even getting rid of this one because all of our equipment is designed for the 50 horsepower tractor. So there's a lot of decisions. There's a lot of things to be made. But we'll get back up to the farm, pick up the bales, we'll go and sell those, and we'll probably fast forward into February to sell some of our tomatoes. So back up at the farm, this is going to be the moment of truth. We'll get this unfolded. And I know we need to make those wider for these bales. And it's a little icy on the ground too, so this is going to make it even better. Okay. Can we do one? We can do one. Okay. If we can do one, can we do two? Oop. Front end's a little light. Front end's really light. Okay, there's two. Let's tighten those up just a little bit. Pick it up. We cannot do two. Nope. Not do two. That's... I don't know what I was expecting. Didn't think we were actually going to be able to do two. Okay, one it is. Maybe that bigger tractor would do two. Now I'm just buggering it all up. That's typical. That's typical for me. I wonder if we could do one of the big ones and one of the small ones here. I doubt it. I really do doubt that. But let's try it. It never hurts to try. You know? I mean that we only have to do 3 trips instead of 4. Yep, no, one it is. One it is. Well, We could have probably got away with just one of the 3-point bale spikes instead of this, but alright, where do we gotta take these? Silage, the best price right now is Crawford Farms for $356. We'll tag that place. And where is that? Oh, it's the train. Oh. It's the train. Gotcha. Well, if it is the train, I wonder if this is high enough to fit onto our little trailer over here. Because if it is, then we could probably do more than one at a time. I think that might work, actually. Let me grab the pickup and we'll move that trailer out, and we'll see if we can get all 4 of these loaded onto the trailer. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I actually showed you that or not, but it was not pretty. But the bales are on, and I don't think I'm actually going to take them to the train. That just doesn't seem quite right to me. So I'm going to take them to the animal dealer instead. It's only a difference of $7 per 1,000 liters, which I know it will add up over time, but, you know, we've got 20,000 liters of silage, which is better than nothing. Yeah. This is just more proof that we definitely need something with some height. A front loader, skid steer, something along those lines, to be able to load bales. Especially since our little tractor can't even pick up 2 of these. Now they are silage bales and they are fairly heavy, but I don't think they'd be able to. I don't think our tractor would be able to pick up 2 of them, 2 of the small bales. So, yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna make some money from this. I'm not sure exactly how much. 20,000 liters of silage isn't bad, but in the eyes of silage, you normally deal with a lot more volume to get a pretty good return on your investment. But this was just free from a contract that we did. So, $7,205 plus $162 environmental score reward. That's pretty good. That brings us up over 40 grand. There's a head-on collision. I blame him. It wasn't me pulling out of the parking lot. It was him. He should have stopped for me. We're in Canada. They always stop for me. So there's 40 grand in the bank. That's pretty good. That's a lot more money than what I thought we were actually going to have. When I started off this series, I thought to get 40 grand we would have to do a lot of work, but thankfully to the couple of contracts that we did, that's helped us out a fair bit. So has the logging. We still need to pay our neighbor $10,000 to let us use his yard, but I think I'm going to do that a little closer to spring. The reason being is we still haven't fully utilized the space that we have on our own land. So I'm not really going to start throwing money at expanding yet. Considering we haven't even started making any money off our own land yet other than the trees. Drop that down and we will go over and we'll start loading up the tomatoes to sell for tomorrow. I'm not sure where we're gonna have to go for that. I think the best price right now is the grocery mart. I'm not 100% sure. This trailer only holds 6,000 liters, so I'm not sure if we will be full or not. And this truck doesn't hook up. I thought it did. I thought this truck actually did hook up. I guess not. Alright, tractor it is. It sits pretty funny on the tractor as well. But I guess I'm just gotta do what we gotta do. We don't have a pin hitch on the truck, and unfortunately, most of our equipment takes a pin hitch. So, I should have probably leased this bale grab, because I'm not sure if we're actually going to be using it, especially since this tractor can't really utilize it that well. I don't know. We might end up selling it. It can sit there for right now though. This trailer definitely hooks up funny to the back of the tractor. It hooks up to the pin hitch up at the top. So she definitely sits a little funny. Alright, so we should be able to get these next two pallets loaded on up into here, I think. We taken from both? We are taken from both. And that'll give us a full load. So whatever else spawns in between now and tomorrow when we sell, might be a second load. We might just leave it, depending on how much actually spawns. There's 5,999 liters. $1,009 at the grocery mart. It says it can go to 1,015. So let's just start passing some time. And see what it gets up to. I'm fine with going into tomorrow because that's when it says it's the best price anyways. We missed the best price for eggs, but we had very few of them, so it didn't really matter. So we'll just hold on to those until we at least get a full pallet. 1,025. You know what? I think that's alright. It maxed out. We'll go and sell that for 1,029 at the grocery mart. Because that's more than what it says. We've got other ones coming up. Yeah, you know what? We'll wait till tomorrow. It says the best price is February. We'll just wait till February. Fingers crossed I didn't just bugger myself up. Okay, we're 7 o'clock in the morning, and I did bugger myself up. I should have sold yesterday. Red Marble Bowling Restaurant. We'll tag that. That's the only place still offering over $1,000. That's what happens when you get greedy. That's what happens when you get greedy. Well, let's fire this up. Go for the long drive. It's down past the store. Get our four-ways on. And we'll go sell. So here we are down at the bowling alley. I think it's the bowling alley. I'm not sure if we can sell directly off the trailer. Those cones are upside down. We can sell directly off the trailer. $6,086. $136 in environmental score reward. Not bad. And that means if we've got another 3 pallets roughly back up at the store, that's another $1,500. So I think we're gonna go and grab those as well. If those that have a keen eye, I left in the tractor and I arrived in the gator. And that's because I remembered something other than the tractor hooking up to this trailer. And it was the gator. The gator's got a top speed of 40 kilometers an hour. The tractor's only got one of 25. So, you know, fuel savings and time savings. dragging it down the road with the gator. So, back up to the greenhouse, fill up another partial load of tomatoes, and we will sell those on to the consumer as well. So we've got another 1,499 liters of tomatoes. Brings in another $1,519 and another $34 for environmental score reward. I don't know, I kind of feel that the environmental score reward, even though it's very little right now, is kind of cheaty, especially for a greenhouse, because you put down a greenhouse and that's that, right? The only thing I could see the environmental score reward actually helping for would be what you harvest off the fields itself, not so much everything else. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. The only other thing that I want to do really at this time, doesn't even really need to be done right now, is I'm pretty sure we don't own the, oh, we did buy the soil samples, yeah, so we've got loam in there too. So the only other thing that I want to do is see if we can spread the fertilizer that we have down on those fields. We don't have any extra lime right now, or not enough to do that, but spread some fertilizer down on those fields and some lime. So we'll buy some lime and we'll do that as well. And I think that's about everything for today. Well, even February, we wouldn't really be doing that. So I think we're just going to pass time into March, and we'll do that. I'm not sure exactly when our grass will be ready to harvest. We don't have a baler. We still need to figure that out yet. I'm still stumped on that tractor. I'm not even sure if that tractor's still on the sale. It's not. So we missed our shot with the tractor. Put down in the comments down below if you think I buggered up by not buying that. I wanted to, but at the same time, I didn't do any testing with it or anything like that to see if it actually works, especially with the front loaders that are already mounted to the tractor. They look better, but they don't always connect everything quite right. And to put a Stoll front loader or a Quickie front loader on that style of tractor just doesn't fit it very well, if you know what I mean. So I still want things to be visually appealing to some extent over functionality. So yeah, we're gonna skip through time into March and see what we can get up to. What a beautiful day March is. We've got more chickens. You've got a lot more chickens. Original batch of 16 reproduced, and those offspring have reproduced as well. So we've got quite a few chickens sitting in here now. We've got 64. We've got 32 of them actually producing eggs, which is awesome, as you can see. We've got about half a pallet sitting here of eggs, which is 805 liters. So that's pretty good. So soon enough, these chickens are going to actually start making us money, which will be good because we like money. But another thing that could make us money is some sheep. Now, we don't have any grass. To be fair, both our grass fields are technically ready to harvest. The farther one doesn't have any lime or fertilizer on it. So this field here is saying that we've got an expected yield of 122%, which is pretty good. But it's not at its final growth stage. The other one over there is a little worse for wear. It's, I think, under 100%. We'll just take a quick run over and take a look at that. So over here at our other grass field, as you can see, we're at 118%. That's not bad. pH is okay, and apparently nitrogen is perfect. Thankfully, grass doesn't take too much. So I think we're gonna wait another day to actually cut this. But today we can actually spread fertilizer down and lime on this field here, just so we don't have to do too much to it the next time. I think I'm just going to plant grass in it for right now. So we'll probably do that in the next episode as well, seed this with grass, and start cutting the 2 fields that we got to start making hay. So, and I also want to buy the sheep pasture today. So if we hop into here, animals, sheep, got this one, which is pretty nice. It's $8,000, can hold 100. Problem is, it's pretty large, like really large. We go to somewhere that's flat. You can see that blue area is all the area that they will roam. That's a big area, right? And it holds 100, which isn't bad. It definitely isn't bad. But we've got this one here, which is $9,000, and it can hold 50. So for 100, we're looking at just under $20,000 with the landscaping costs and everything. Now, I'm not 100% sure where to put it exactly. We could put it probably around here and let them rummage through the trees if we wanted to. We can turn it around and put it here if we wanted to use up some of this space. Or we could put it over here, right? We could probably fit 4 of them in here, actually, if we really wanted to. We could kind of like butt it up into the tree a little bit there if we wanted to. We could fit 2 of them side by side. There's 2 there. We could probably put another 2 on this side if we really wanted to. So we could have up to 400 or 200 sheep here if we really, really wanted to. And that still leaves this side. Now this side's a little narrower, I think. And we haven't cleared that yet. Or we could use this for field space, which it's a little bit smaller than this, but if we actually plowed this whole section in surrounding the greenhouse, that'd be a pretty good sized field. Downfall is it's a very odd shape for raking and mowing. So I think we're going to leave these spaces for placeables, and we're going to use, we own all this forest, we own all of this section, we own all of this as well. I think we'll make this into the field space, and we'll use this as placeable. So technically we could even extend this field out and down. We'll make it a little bit bigger. We could probably bring it closer to the road too if we really wanted to. So I think I'm going to start by placing this probably right about there. Boom. Just like that. So we can go and get some sheep if we wanted to. That's $9,473. Across the road. They'll take water and hay or grass. Now let me just turn on my help window here for a second to find, there it is, perfect. So this will be a nice little spot for some sheep. It puts down some grass, which is nice. Not sure exactly how much water it'll take, but we've got a water tanker over there. And in the next episode, we'll probably start putting some sheep in here. Just because we don't have any food for them right now. I know it doesn't really matter in FS22. They won't just up and die on you. But I would still much rather actually have the food for them before we go out and, get them. There's no sense of making them starve and hate us as soon as we bring them here. Might as well say, hey guys, you're gonna have a nice new life here. Here's a bunch of food, all you can eat. So spreading fertilizer and lime on this field is not going to take very long at all. It's a very small field. And this thing spreads out at 10 meters. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Now we are spreading for wheat. If we marked it over to full, then we could probably get 3 cuttings off of this without needing any more fertilizer. It's not that big of a deal, in all honesty. It's a pretty small field. 2 passes is all it will take. not even a full 2 passes. And that'll bring our nitrogen up to over good for grass. And I think we do have a bag of lime, but I don't think there's very much in it. So we'll just have to take a quick run down to the store and buy another bag of lime. We'll probably buy a couple bags of lime. And there is one other thing that I would like to buy and try out today, and that's the big bag lifter 3-point for the back of the tractor. Yeah, so we do have one bag of lime over here. That's got 296 liters in it. We're definitely going to need more than that. Let's go unload you. We'll fill you up. Nope, nope, nope. Not what I wanted to do. Thankfully, they're 1,000-liter bags, so we can take everything. We'll unload you over there. There's the lime. Perfect. So I'm going to run down with the tractor, buy the big bag lifter, and what I'm talking about, the lifter. Ooh, that's a really nice slurry spreader. Maybe we'll have to buy that at some point. Is this one right here. Rack for 2 big bags. I'm going to buy the 2. Does the paint cost more? Only 200 bucks. We'll buy that. I'm not sure if we'll actually be able to pick up 2 big bags full of lime, but even if we aren't able to pick up 2 big bags of lime, we should be able to pick up 2 big bags of other things on the back end of this tractor. And if we ever get a bigger tractor with maybe a front weight on it, that will bode even better. That is the one downfall, is we can't even attach a front weight to this thing. I know there is a weight out there that will attach to that pin hitch there, but that would look pretty silly, I think. So I just want to point out one little thing that I absolutely love, is if you take a look down at the speedo, there's a little green number above that. And that's your direction heading. As you can see, we're 358 right now, and we're drifting over the yellow line. I'll correct that back to a 2. And as you can see, it's continually going down. It's pulling me to the left. And that's because we have this big bag on the left side of the tractor. So it is still pulling me back. You can see now we're heading back at 359. We were at 2. That's attention to detail right now. Because the tractor is loaded to the left, it is pulling us to the left. That's something I didn't think I would actually see in this game. Because we've got the weight, as you can see, we can also only take 1. Our front end's light, so it's pulling us more to the left than it is to the right. So we have to keep correcting it, which is the same that you would have to do in the real world. I know with towing, if I don't load the vehicle that I'm towing centered, it does the exact same thing. It'll pull one side or the other. Because it's not evenly loaded and evenly distributed over the rear axle. And it will pull one way or the other. That's really cool. I'm not sure what all else I would do. Probably does the same with like a trailer. Probably a little less noticeable because it's still a center connect pin, but yeah, that's really cool. I didn't think I would ever notice something like that in this game, or have something like that implemented into this game. That's what I mean to say. But we'll go drop that bag off there. Our first bag's already over at the field. This is the second run. I'm gonna see if I can pick up these 2 bags of fertilizer at a time. That one's full. Don't think this other one is full though. Not quite full. No, we can't quite pick up 2 bags of fertilizer at the same time either. We just don't have the front weight for it. But at least those bags are no longer sitting in the middle of the yard. So we'll hop back in the gator. I don't think we'll need more than one bag of lime for that small field. We'll go and spread the lime that needs to be spread. We'll leave that other bag over there because it will help to remind me, hey, you need to spread lime on the bigger grass field as well. And yeah, it should be alright. Really need to put a bit more dirt texture there on the entrance to this because I drive past it almost every single time. Let's fill that up. I think this also spreads at 10 meters for the lime. Yeah, it does. And this field doesn't actually need that much lime, so we're not going through it as fast as our first field, which is even better. We probably overbought with lime again, but hey, it's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So we will use it, if not today, then some other time in the future. And we had the money. Lime's fairly cheap, so you might as well buy it. Buy more than what you need. Save yourself the trip of when you are stuck, I guess. Yeah, that's not bad. It definitely does not take long. These small fields are pretty nice for that. I know I started my own playthrough on the Welker Farms map, and I was expecting to only be there for an hour or two to just have fun and play the game, you know? And just doing a couple of tasks, it's like, oh boy, this is gonna take forever. And then I spawned in this tractor that we have as like a size comparison. And yeah, it's once you get into some of the bigger equipment, you think that you've got some decent sized pieces of kit now, and you go and you put a big bud next to this and you're like, wow. Anyways, thanks for watching. In the next episode, we will probably be into our grass field, cutting some grass. We gotta figure out a way of picking it up. I've got a couple ideas up my sleeve. We'll probably be buying sheep as well. And maybe, just maybe, we will be spreading lime and fertilizer in the grass field over there and seeding that field with grass. We'll probably seed the field with grass regardless, because that means we will have more grass coming in for the next cut. So yeah, we've got lots of things to do here on the homestead, and I hope you are going to join me. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button down below. If you like me and you like what I do here, smash that subscribe button. If you don't like me and you don't like what I do here, there's a thumbs down button. Make sure to hit that little guy twice. Make sure it works. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!